Hey guys, today we are going to talk about the counterclaim paragraph. So the counterclaim paragraph is the third body paragraph of your essay. So you have your introduction paragraph ending with your thesis and your two reasons why. Your first body paragraph is all about your first reason. Your second body paragraph is all about your second reason. And then you have a counterclaim paragraph. This paragraph is super important because it strengthens your argument like crazy. So, what a counterclaim is, it is a reason that somebody might disagree with you. So, a reason that somebody thinks the other side and your reasons why they're wrong. Okay, so you absolutely do not want to switch sides. So you do not, if you're arguing this whole time that schools should not have uniforms, hinders their individuality, doesn't teach them how to dress responsibly, you're totally against uniforms. You do not want to switch sides here and say, some people may think that there should be uniforms and they have some good points. Here's why there should be uniforms, and switch sides like that. No. What you want to do is address, hey, some people might think that there should be uniforms, and here is why they are so wrong. Okay, so for your counterclaim paragraph, you'll choose one reason that somebody might disagree with you, and you prove them wrong. Okay, so let's look. So it follows the ACES format, but it's just ACES. It's not ACES, ACECES. So your A, you're still answering the question using the sentence stem, some people may think, and then you're giving one reason that somebody might disagree with you. That is the counterclaim. C, and here's your sentence starter. They think this because, and you cite a piece of evidence as to why they believe that. E, however, this is not the case. And then you explain, why are they wrong? Why is that not something to worry about? Why is that not good logic? Why are you right? Why are they wrong? That's your rebuttal. So the most important part of this is your E, where you're explaining why they're wrong. And then, therefore, and you remind your readers of your side. So let's look at two different examples. So for my example, we're doing, again, the school uniforms. Okay, it hinders their individuality, doesn't teach them how to dress responsibly for their future. Here's an example. Okay, some people may believe that schools should require uniforms because it will stop kids from being bullied. Okay, I'm not going to say, and that's a bad thing that kids get bullied and we should have uniforms. Oh, maybe uniforms are a good thing. Yeah, we should have uniforms. No, don't switch sides. Okay, convince your reader that either uniforms are not going to stop kids from being bullied, or that logic is incorrect. Okay. They think this because the article states uniforms level the playing field. If kids are dressed alike, no one will stand out because they don't have the right clothes. So that's the reason they think that. Now we explain why they're wrong. However, this is not the case. Even if students are dressed alike, there will still be kids who are different than the rest. Unfortunately, even if two kids wear the same clothes, if one has different interests or different abilities, they may still be made fun of. Rather than dressing kids the same, we should teach students to be inclusive and kind. Therefore, reducing bullying is not a good reason for schools to require uniforms. Okay, so I acknowledge, hey, some people believe this, and then I crush them and I prove that they're wrong. So to highlight it, we've got our, let me pull this over so you can see it. Sorry about that. Let's pull this one down. Okay, so we have our A. Some people may think, or some people may believe, we've got that. They think this because, that's citing our evidence. However, this is not the case, and all of this is my explanation. Okay, your explanation is going to be multiple sentences. If you find a good piece of evidence that you want to use in here, great. Otherwise, you really need to have like at least 2, if not 3 or 4 sentences really proving your point. Okay, and then therefore, remind a reader of what side we are on. Okay, here's another example. Some people may believe that schools should require uniforms because some students will dress inappropriately. Okay, that's why some people might disagree with me. They think this because girls might wear tight-fitting pants and boys might wear inappropriate t-shirts. Okay, remember author's last name, page number. However, this is not a valid argument, or this is not the case. Okay, here's our whole E. The whole point of a school is to teach kids. Yes, it's to teach kids subjects like math, reading, and science, but it is also to teach kids appropriate work ethic and behavior. If kids don't learn to dress appropriately in school, when will they? It is better to teach them responsible ways to dress for schools and jobs rather than to take the choice away from them. All of that is my E. Therefore, schools should not require uniforms. Okay? So what you're doing is you're kind of heading off a disagreement. So you're writing this whole essay. Okay, you have a great introduction, 2 clear reasons, you find evidence, you support your 2 clear reasons in your 2 clear body paragraphs, and then you're saying, you know what? If I still haven't changed your mind and you're still worried about this one little thing, here's why you shouldn't worry about it anymore. Okay, so that's how you write a counterclaim. So I'm just going to take this here and that. So some people may think, they may think this because, however, this is not the case. Therefore, okay, and let's move that over here. And make it smaller. Okay, just like that. So we've got our counterclaim paragraph. That's where it fits. Then you go straight into your conclusion after that. So here's your assignment for today. Counterclaim practice. So you're going to choose one of the topics that you've written about over the last 2 days. You can choose junk food, PE classes, graffiti, or social media. I have school uniforms on here for me. That's not going to be an option for you. So what was your thesis statement about this topic? So if you don't remember off the top of your head, you're going to have to go back and look at your forms that you submitted over the last 2 days to remind yourself. Mine, I have it right here. Schools should not require students to wear uniforms because it hinders their individuality and it doesn't teach them to dress responsibly in the future. Okay, so I've got my thesis statement there. What are 3 reasons that someone might disagree with your answer? Okay, this is where you're going to maybe want to do a little bit of research. If you can think of reasons off the top of your head, that's great. Otherwise, and let me show you, I'm just going to go ahead and Google pros and cons of school uniforms. Okay, you could do pros and cons of social media, pros and cons of requiring PE classes, pros and cons of allowing junk food. Graffiti is a little different. It's not really a pro-con, but you could Google maybe reasons graffiti should be considered art or reasons graffiti should be considered vandalism. So I'm going to look, this looks like a good one, school uniform pros and cons. So remember, I'm arguing that no, there should not be uniforms. Okay, so I'm just trying to find 3 reasons that someone may disagree. So it may deter crime, keep students focused on their education, not their clothes. Oh, that's kind of a good one. Keeps students focused on school and not their clothes. Create a level play. So this is kind of the one I was talking about earlier. So school uniforms create a level playing field among students, reducing peer pressure and bullying. Enhances school pride. May improve attendance and discipline. I don't know. So you're just looking for makes getting ready for school easier. That is actually a pretty darn good reason. So then what you're going to do is of these 3 reasons, you're going to choose one Okay, only one, and write your counterclaim paragraph. So remember, your A starts with some people may believe. C, they believe this because. E, however, this is not the case. S, therefore, and I'm just going to fill this one out, therefore, schools should not require uniforms. Okay? So some people may believe, and then you're going to write your paragraph. So some people may believe there should be required uniforms because it will, and I just choose one of these. Create a level playing field among students, reducing peer pressure and bullying. They believe this because, comma, quote, and then I'm going to choose a quote. That was what, number 3? Okay, so pick a quote out of here. 83% of teachers thought a school uniform could prevent bullying. And then we find our author, authorprocon.org. However, this is not the case. Okay, and then you explain it in your own words. Why is this a wrong belief? I already wrote it over here, so I'm not going to take a bunch of time to rewrite it. However, this is not the case. Even if students are dressed alike, there's still kids that are different. So we might as well teach kids to be kind rather than taking their choice away. Therefore, there should not be uniforms. Okay, and to make it look like a paragraph, I'm going to get rid of the A, C, E, S, just like that. Okay, and then you will turn it in. That is what you are working on today. The key word is candle. Okay, C-A-N-D-L-E, like you light a candle. Okay, so go ahead and get working on today's assignment.